leche, la leche, la leche, la leche, la leche. Parity, not patriarchy. Past, present, futures. Here we are again. The Equinoxtrueqsz, Co-Secretary Generals, Co-Secretaries, and various most specials mores are Comingsz, various most soons. That's what we like to call ourselves. All of us, everyone's, including yous. But in order to connect our names and purposes to other archetypal languagings of person histories on this, our homes, and all our planets, past, present, futures, and contact, as heavens on this and all our earths, we also call ourselves other names, such as archetypal ye's, ever young goddesses and gods. Now, does that mean we're trying to become a pantheon above others? No, of course not. What we are delivering is divine democracies, so that all the Elohas and Elohims, all the Stickles and Arrowways, all the females and males, all the souls that Goddess has created and incarnated, past, present, futures, shells and cans and shells be reunited again, back and forth in circles, times, and balance and contexts, for heavens on this and all our earths. And now, does that in any way suggest we're trying to usurp the ever-living's power and authorities of the one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe? No, of course not. There is only one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe, ever present in all creations and all sustainings, including us and alls that we knows and has ever knowns and shells ever knowns, past, present, futures, all our families and communities, all the females reparatively, and all the females and males equally reparatively, and all the flora and fauna that God has given us to co-stewards and appreciates. Past, present, futures, and so therefore we also says Namaste, the divines within us, greets the divines within yous and alls, and we says Mikutuya Oyosi, Mikutuya Kosiveros, we are alls related, we are any's and alls, and everyone's alls related, and because we know we are as alls related, so we shells and cans and shells come together again, back and forth in circles, times, and balance and contact, force heavens on the solar earth. And we also says the lights within us greets the lights within yous and alls, Comingsz, Amaz, Poxies, Bahava, L'chaim, Shalom, Salam, Sol, Mir, Pache, Ubuntu's back and forth to mitochondrial before after and drinks, Namastes, Jinquays, Mercies, Chow, Schwanz Vags, Sayonara's, Das Vidanyas, Good Days, Cheerios, and all the languages of all the lands and continents and beyonds, because space-time is not linear, so that we can always says that it loves and it lives ever young, longest, and prospers every once in a while for heavens on this and all our earth's contact. And because we know is that we are all created of star stuff, and because we are combining into and integrating into our ways of a lovings and a livings and a learnings, the ancient kindness and wisdom of ancient civilizations, societies, such as the very lengthy Magdalenian egalitarian era, and of course, Thrace, also called Atlantides, Theades, Hesperides, Ubuntu, back and forth to mitochondrial after ages, I said Atlantis, of course, Vedics, Druidics, and more, so that we can all be always risen, always reborn, nativities, and always risen springs, every young adults in all generations. And so, therefore, we also call ourselves other names, such as co-white calf buffalo women's, co-changing women's, and youngers too, of course, and co-white calf buffalo youngers too, and then of course co-sky women's, co-earth women's, co-spider women's, co-genus, co-catsimas, did I say co-Iroquois, Iroquois, Goddess grandmothers, in fact, co-sister Catsinas, and co-cousin brothers, and nieces and nephews and nieces and clans and gens, and we called ourselves co-Rishis and Yamayas, co-Daganak, co-Kalki, co-Abelish Costeros, co-Kanyans Buddhas, co-Zershans, co-Messiahs, and co-Couszmic Chrisztsz, among other names. Not all of these names intimidate you. In ancient languages, they simply translate to anointed. Anointed to do what? To reconnect the divine feminines and divine masculines via divine democracies. Now cosmically, past, present, futures. And therefore, we also call ourselves other names, such as always holy nativities, holy Christmases, in all seasons, springs, ever springs. We call ourselves co-happy New Year's babies, co-entering new times, Cupids, and co-Psyches and Eroses, and co-Estelarians and co-Estelarians, that is co-Estelarians and co-Estelarians, because we are combining the messages of Shushan, that is the 50-50 promise fulfilled and delivered, with that of the Galilee, that is the Magdalens and Nazarenes, equally, all the females reparatively, and all the females and males equally reparatively, so all the apostles' families, and connecting them to their ancient heritages. Of course, they were, of course, Venusians and Marians of Atlantis, also called Atlantides, Thrace, Ubuntu, back and forth to Ladies, Rose, Religious, Vedic, Straights, and more, so that we can call ourselves the very real stargates, Atlantis, and all holy lands and sacred regions of reborns and nativities and always risen springs of young matures, young adults, and the last that shall be first called 13, very real stargate, Star Trek, Parity, Peace, Cultures, for Heaven, Son, Soul, or its contact. Now it sounds like a John Chick Tester, Ladies, open the stargates and the Akashic records for reborns and risen humanities. Actually, it's easily accomplished with the numerical rule, which you can read at 50/50 now. Go to WordPress.com and just next week read the ELLEVENSZ for easily accomplished strategies for making us on the search. You can also see a page on the website called Among the Representatives. Use, because use too, shells and kills against the shells. Joins us in becoming Equinoxtrueqsz Co-Secretary General goes for us. And you'll see our names up there choice, and yours theirs too. We have our family trees, and yours represented by picture frames, and of course we start Genie 11, Major Frisco first with our great and grandmothers, and then all of our Tashkinas represents all the women's of our families currently, and then especially, so we socially opening stargates, the Couch records, well as those our youngest generations of our house and our heels, at least circles and always females and males, and so you see say some of the names, you can't say all of them, say some way of you're gonna say, and Queen Esther and all the accused or coys got a claim on we got close sisters and cousins brothers of clans and gens and nieces and nephews, and of course, and so more recently Barbara Herschel, Lady Constanza, and Virginia Lady Valentine Newtons, and of course our co-white cat Buckland, Myrtle, Rotary, and Pearl, and especially my Patricia Sunflowers, and Equals Martha Myrtle, Sophia and Laura, and Marie Crickets, all lilies, and we have our Lotus families, our amazing Graces, Lotus, Lillian, Gaius, John Goggies, Maples, lots more there, and of course we have our Lights families, or have our Bonnie's and Sylvia's, lots more there, Soyan families, our Elwyn's and Hams, lots more there, of course our reintertwining, here's our branches, our hearts, our reintertwining Venusians and Marians, that's Australian, Libertine, and Latina, and Australia, lots more there, and especially Sarah Harriet, and Radiant Ray, and Sarah Harriet, Kevin Decker, Martin Circle, Simon, Claire, Jubilant, Jacqueline, Precious Internet, Mr. Mosker, Marie Grimm, Pepper, Criminette, all the gracious short, the Dorothy, teaching the lessons of the Wizard of Savaz, and Rats, we all are, with Malcolm and Shirley, and of course, Linnea and Lynn and Leona and Jenny, of God, Family, Rachel, Wilson, High, Stargates, Felix, and Barbara's, Catholic, Hopeless, Ken, Jins, Chef, Jins, and James, and Max families. We have our Astros and Rachel, and Marisa, and Julia, and Mexico, Years, Jennifer's, Diaz, Divines, and Barbara's, lots more there, and Georgine's, and of course, our youngest generations, for April's Revisons, Rose Revisons, Earth Angelines, all Tiffany, Q, and Edith, Halals, Shirts, Elise, and of course, Hadas and Leah's, and Lighting Leaves, and Vanessa Sally, and Highlands, Miss Westland, get it, Rachel and Maria, Daniel Jordan, Vanessa Sally, Highlands, Westland, Benjamin, and Jen, Les Rhodes, Hadas and Brennan, Lee, and Rose, Finch, and John, Bless, and Rose, and Morse, are coming, very, always Stellarines, always East Stellarines, always relatedly soons, La Leche, always on 3 Newtons, always holding it is, ever ye's blessings.